Hello there, you beautiful people. My name is Willow, and welcome to Rip Off Setons for yet another Favcast. Today, we're on the map called Dual Setorator, which is, in other words, discount Setons. And we're here to cast a game. I'm kind of out of it, sorry. Let's go ahead and get into introducing our players. We're going to say that Team 1 is the team up here in the top right. And we're going to start with Zepeth, a green Seraphim going first land. He's going to be taking up this naval position. To his east, we have Exter, or Zeister. I don't know how to say it, but we have Dave. He is going to be taking the air position, I would assume, or this might be the air position. You might have two air positions. And he is a red Cybern going first air. Then we have a red Aeon going first air by the name of Captain Cardinal. And he is occupying the second air position, I would guess. Then to his south, we have Chopper 39, a Cyan Aeon. Every time I say Cyan, I'm like, Cyan Seraphim. But a Cyan, and he is going first Hydro, as I forget how to speak and say Cyan. First Order is a black UEF. He's going first land, and he is taking up the front slot. I'm assuming he's going to come down here, where we do have some reclaim. It's not quite as juicy as regular Setons. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and come down here to the blue Seraphim by the name of Lorizel. Loriziel? I'm going to call him Lorizel, because that sounds funny to me. To his west, we have the first air player for Team 2. His name is Floppy Ragdoll, and he is AFK. He has 4 mexes, 2 power gens, and a UEF T1 air factory, and he needs nothing else in his life. These mexes, who needs them? Yeah, there you go, finally giving orders. To his west, we have Maxim 6A, and he is going T2 right now. He is a white Aeon going first air. We do have a transport out from our last player going to the island. His name is Cardmaster, and he is a gray UEF going first air. And I don't know if I introduced you, but this is Dave, because I'm not even going to try with this name. You know what? We'll call him 2000. We already have a Dave for Team 1, this guy. You know what? No, he's Zeister, and this is Dave. Dave 2000. And that transport did manage to get off its engineers properly. I am a little bit sluggish. Took me 3 minutes to introduce all 10 players. But hey, that is what it is, as my phone goes off telling me that I have a Snapchat notification and I don't know where my phone is. So fuck it, we're going to ignore it. We have a T1 bomber out for Floppy Ragdoll, and it is currently dropping bombs on some engineers and some Lobos. It's also stopped the production of this T1 land factory up here at the front, but another engineer is on the case, and it's gonna be bombed by the bomber, I would guess. Let's see. Down over here, we have an attempted drop by Zepheth. Oh, it's not Zepheth, it's Zepheth. What the hell? I am sorry. Also, gamers rise up as those engineers get absolutely destroyed. Hicka. What's a hicka? Somebody told me there's a hotkey. Oh, there is a hotkey for that. Except for Supreme Scoreboard doesn't work with it. Oh shit. How do I undo? Oh, it's Control Shift F1. All right, that's handy. Whoever told me that in the comments, you know who you are. You're a real clever boy. Oh, there's some mech marines doing something. I heard them shooting. Where's the mech marine? I don't know. Instead of going for transports, it seems that the Hicka Island is being taken by Low Rizzle's engineer. It's just swam over here and it's gonna die. How long until there's a reclaim order? How long till the reclaim order? Oh, the reclaim order. Reclaim order. Oh, it's a capture order. Oh, you a spicy boy. But this does mean that if Low Rizzle decides to, he can definitely win this. He can just reclaim both the engineers before the capture goes through. Oh, engineer wars. What else is going on? Doesn't fucking matter. This is true gameplay right here. This is true gameplay. Now he's trying to capture their engineer. Oh, you have to be kidding me. And he's actually going to do it. He's going to win this island because of engineer shenanigans. Oh, who's going to win this? Oh, it's so close. They're moving so much faster. Oh, no. The Seraphim's not. Oh, no. No. This island has been won by Chopper 39. He's going to get Seraphim tech for it. As we move up here, we can see that there's a submarine war, not quite as interesting as the capture wars over on the other flank. These two submarines are unfortunately gonna die at the same time. Yep, they're both dead. But another submarine is out, and these frigates can't kill submarines. So eventually this will be cleaned up by this single submarine, or maybe another one will come out. Who knows? That's no longer interesting. I need more engineer wars in my life. He's gonna actually build a factory. He's gonna get a transport and an engineer out and bring it back to his base. That would be an interesting option. Over here in the middle, we do have some Lobos flinging shots at the opposing mech marines. Oh, that's where all these the sounds are coming from. Like, who's shooting? We do have a frigate and some submarines over here. There's two submarines. As long as they target fire that submarine, these frigates have to fall back. Pretty sure that's how this is gonna work. But they're not target firing that submarine, so they're gonna be knocked away. But there's a destroyer on the way for Low Rizzle, and that's gonna help them out quite a bit in this fight against Chopper 39. But then again, they truly did lose against Chopper 39 over here, who is yet to do anything with his Hicka Island and his Hicka. What the fuck does Hicka mean? Jesus. Oh god, this is where I'm gonna find out that's like a racial slur or something. Whatever, fuck it. I plead temporary insanity. You know what? Fuck it. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. We're gonna look up what Hicka means right now. We're doing it live. Hicka meaning. Hicka English translation. Hiccup? Yeah, it's some... Okay, whatever. It means something in Hinduism, and apparently it means hiccup. Google, you've been infinitely useful. I have no idea what it means still. But we're gonna call it a hiccup. And that's what I'm gonna claim whenever somebody comes out and labels me something. We do have a seemingly... You know... What's the word? Decisive naval victory. That's what we have here. A decisive naval victory. Although this is gonna be dead here soon. These torpedo bombers are really helping. Ah, know how English. Uh, this is my chill cast day. I'm gonna cast a whole bunch. I'm gonna be chill because I just smoked. Let's see. We do have a big ass fleet of submarines over here, just absolutely laying into these three frigates. These three frigates are like just not having a good day. These are some very wet frigates. God, this game is so fucking beautiful, like, not gonna lie. Look, there's like smoke and that ship's sinking. Like, it's not like the most beautiful game, but it's really beautiful. Oh, geez. Well, that's bad. That's really bad for Zepheth. He's gonna be in a lot of trouble. We do have a lot of T1 spam coming out from Maxima, or Maxim 6A. And that's a little bit concerning because his opponent is completely ignoring the ground, going full on air spam. I mean, I guess if he keeps up, it's fine, but he's also behind an eco. Speaking of which, as far as ecos go, Team 1 is currently about 20 generated massa behind, at 20 to 30 at any given time. As their opponents have won the Northern Sea. They almost won the Southern Sea, but it does seem that those torpedo bombers were just enough. Why am I having so much trouble with the word torpedo? Torpedo. Torpedo. We got torpedo bombers. That's what we got down here in the south. Torpedoes. Yeah, this is a predicament. Not gonna lie, like this right here. Predicament. Like, yeah, you're gonna start spamming some Yenzines out. That's an option. It's not gonna kill off destroyers and frigates very well. You're gonna need a lot of Yenzines. Also, now we have some governor class cruisers out, and they're gonna start dealing damage if they haven't already. We have mexes dying over here for Zepheth. We do have some torpedo bombers coming over from Chopper 39. He did use those to defend his own sea, but with this cruiser here, it's a little bit more difficult. Also, you have shield boats, which definitely makes it more difficult, but this destroyer, if I had to guess, is dead. Yeah, that's a dead destroyer. That's a wet destroyer. Going down to take a little bit of a nap at the bottom of the sea. Maybe get infested with giant octopi, giant squids. Create a adult animation company. You know, that destroyer's going places, mainly down. I was mentioning the ecos really quick. I was looking like at the overall team ones. Wow, Team 2 has actually pulled quite a little bit ahead. Let's go ahead and check in on individual matchups with Zeister up here. He is currently one of the higher members on Team 2, and I'm not talking about pot. I'm talking about that good green. That mass, yo. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah, he has the second most mass per second on his team, now third most, and he is, nope, just still second most. It doesn't fucking matter. Dude, look at this shit. He has 62, Choppa 39 has 43, Zepheth has 34, Captain Cardinal's at 69, GG, nice. First Order is at between 25 and 39, somewhere around there. Card Master is hitting at 69, another nice. Then we have Low Rizzle at 46, Dave at 78, and Maxima and Floppy Ragdoll are both at 48. Are either of you all power stalling? I thought you all had more a second ago. Somebody was over 100 just like a second ago. Was it you? Was it Low Rizzle? Low Rizzle! Ah, you won't believe what Low Rizzle did. Low Rizzle removed the hiccup from this island. We also have a Mercy out over here. That's a interesting thing to build. I mean, I guess it worked. If it helped him secure this island and get the hiccup for himself. Gamer is also gone. And as we zoom out and take a look at the map overall, we can see that the only real battle taking place is in the Southern Sea, and it's looking like, even with torpedo bombers at this point, it looks like Southern Sea belongs to Team 2, while Northern Sea seems to have its fate intertwined with Sea. The Northern one has its fate intertwined with Team 2 as well. Team 2 is just winning the navies. Never mind. Team 2 is doing great. I don't know why I was like, no, there's not a balance. Team 1, pick up the slack. Do something. Do something. We have a lot of hives over here. Let's check on techs. We have T3 air for both. No, you are still T2 on your way to T3, or are you building mercies? You're building mercies. We got mercies for days. So we do have T3 for Team 1. Team 2 has yet to get to T3 air, which is a little bit unfortunate. There could be a strat bomber in the very near future, which would be very dangerous, but we'll have to see what Zeista wants to do with his tech advantage. He does have a lot of tier 3 engineers just sitting here doing a lot of nothing. We have Yinzines and Zuis being produced out of 2 factories up here, and we also have a lot of shields and some artillery and some tactical missile defense. All of that good stuff that you want to try and keep yourself alive when you've lost the Navy on Setons, or even discount Setons, if believe it or not. Somebody left a comment on one of the earlier casts and was like, I heard a vape crackle at blah 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 blah. You need to edit that shit out. And they also did say that they were joking. That shit made me smile so much. Not gonna lie. That was big smile moments. Alright. The Southern Ocean is, I guess, more contested. It feels like Low Rizzle has always had, like, a numbers advantage, but he's not winning. Which, I mean, numbers isn't everything. It's not how much you have, it's how you use it. As every person who's not confident with themselves says. Any spicy memes in any of these bases? Anybody do anything spicy? Oh, you go in T3. That's not spicy. Yo, somebody do something spicy. Oh, I mean, you're building mercies. But I don't think a mercy snipes on the cards. But then again, I guess if we look at the middle, his teammate First Order here is setting up quite the little fire base and setting up a bunch of artillery. You might want to change this artillery from targeting the front lines to targeting the Navy, because the Navy is giving him a bit of an issue. His opponent does have AA cover, so I don't know how this snipe is supposed to work with the mercies, if that's who you're going for. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know, but I would guess this is full share. It's practically Setons on a 10x10 map. So it's probably full share. It may not be, as cruisers are really messing up the day of First Order. He is quickly falling down the mass pecking chain. 17 mass per second at this given second. That was redundant. This given moment would have been a better sentence, but hey. These cruisers are putting in work. 25 kills, 4 kills. I mean, this is obviously the younger brother of the cruisers. Or sister. I mean, we don't know these cruisers' gender identity. Actually, it will probably be the sisters, because most ships are named female. Pretty sure all ships, like naval warfare ships, it's like they're all female. Every time you hear like a naval historian talk about a ship, it's like, her journey began in the port of La Cocaine Land, and it ended in Cardiac Arrest Central. And holy shit, was that the Corsair snipe? Oh, god damn it, I missed it. I don't even know who killed it. It was not the Corsair snipe. So, if we're just using reasonable means of figuring out who killed him, if I had to just make a wild guess, I'm gonna guess artillery shells. Artillery shells killed him, but it is full share, and his base has moved on to Card Master, the Master of Cards, who is currently using his cruisers for quite evil purposes, just absolutely dismantling this base over here. So despite this ejection, Team 2 is still in a really good position because they didn't lose any mass off of that, while Cardmaster is just absolutely pummeling the base of First Order, who is somehow still okay on mass generation? Say what? Say what? How are you? Where is 52 mass coming from? I'm really confused. Yo, somebody tell me how this man has 53 mass a second. Somebody gift him. Is somebody overflowing like a motherfucker right now? Who is overflowing? Oh, Jesus. Captain Cardinal is overflowing 184 mass a second. Jesus. And you're using over 200 mass, negative 200 mass a second, and you are making a Monkey Lord. So we do have that experimental spider bot on the way for Zeister. He has been echoing up a storm back here, and now he's throwing everything he can into this experimental. But is it going to be enough? I would assume that back here you do have T3, so you could just spam up some Ravagers quite easily with some Engineers if you pump those out. The question is, have they scouted this? Let's go ahead and choose them. They have no idea this is going on. These Hives and these T3 Engineers are going to be building this very quickly. Every time I see the Aeon assist building something, it looks so much like reclaiming to me. I was like, oh, wait, is he coming over and reclaiming this Monkey Lord while it's being built? What a dick move. And they did just spot it, apparently. There is a Monkey Lord on the way. Wait, no, did they spot it? Do they know anything about this? Chopper just said GG. Chopper, you're trolling. Just Chopper, you just let them know that there's something crazy about to happen. You don't just yell GG. Low Rizzle is asking for help on the right side. He has managed to get T3, and he does have Yathsos out. And they are very powerful submarines, but you have to take into account that they lose if they are not outranging their opponent. They do not have a ton of health, and the torpedoes from destroyers can kill them, especially if they are outnumbered even slightly. So you have to be very careful with these submarines. Each torpedo does take chunks out of these destroyers, but you have to be very careful. I would say of the naval units, this one requires you to be outranging your opponent more than any of the other ones. Even battleships to a degree, you can kind of just park right next to your enemy and say, you know, go to town as long as you have supporting ships around them. It didn't manage to even kill that destroyer. Feels bad as that naval factory is going to start dying. We do have a massive attempted Janus snipe out from Floppy Ragdoll, but this is, I can't see this being super successful. I mean, there's a lot of AA. These Janus aren't even helping. All it's managed to do is kind of destroy. It doesn't even destroy that power generator, so it's not going to do too horribly much in terms of preventing First Order from just standing here at his base still. That was a great waste of resources. as the Monkey Lord starts making its way into a base. We do have some Ravagers being thrown up and some T2 Pulse shield generators being produced to try and keep this Monkey Lord from becoming an existential threat to the lives of... Would it be an existential threat? I mean, I guess it's a real threat. Like, not is existential not real? I feel like existential threats are very real. Somebody in the comments tell me, is this an existential threat? Or is this just like a real threat? Either way, a threat to Team 2. We do have a lot of Januses coming by to fire their great spicy loads on this Monkey Lord, as it does fall to the ground of overtiredness and dies. That's going to be a nice bit of juicy reclaim, 14,000 reclaim, but it really does not matter to Zeister, as he's just built a megalith to follow that up. And we do have those Mercies from earlier coming in for a snipe. Are they going to actually get Low Rizzle? Oh my word! Mercy's coming in, Low Rizzle. Oh, he's not gonna live. He's not gonna live. Low Rizzle is dead, and with that we have a second ejection from Team 2. They've just been careless, being killed off by little things and putting more and more work in for Cardmaster. He has to just constantly start building things up, and right as Low Rizzle dies, a comm drop from Zephath. He's dropped himself over here into the shallow waters. Is he gonna attempt to get up here and establish a beachhead? I am not entirely sure. Does he have T3? I would guess so, with how quickly you just built that T1 Max. He has T2, and he has tactical missile launcher. Interesting. I would want T3 for a comm drop. Like, that would be a very high priority on my list of priorities, if I was planning a comm drop. We do have a nuke sub out from Crusher 39. Do we have any other nukes? Do we have anti-nukes anywhere? I keep clicking the mini-map like I do in every single goddamn cast to try and... Wait, can you... You can't select things from the mini-map, can you? No, you can't. Alright, we have a Czar on the way and a Fat Boy on the way for Maxima and Cardmaster, respectively. We don't have any anti-nukes or anything fancy like that. We do have Yinzine and multiple Zooies coming over here to assist. He's going to set up some T2 anti-air flak on the water, throw up some shields, throw up some PD, and then get up a bunch of factories. I'm guessing it's going to be Zooey spam for days, flying towards all of this. If he manages just to kill off the core mass of Low Rizzle's former base, that will be enough to make this very painful. Kind of equalizes the field as far as the number of mass extractors each team has gathered up. We do have units pouring back here. We have Percivals and Flapjacks and Mech Marines, all alike, some Strikers even thrown in there to attempt to ward off this attack, but at the same time, T2 PD is going to hold off this pretty easily, except for the Percivals. They can take a little bit of a punch from that, but they're both damaged. He's going to attempt to hold here. We do have Obsidians being pumped out en masse by Maxima as well to attempt to help with this. Missile launchers are coming in, and they're going to start killing off PD very quickly. We do have a cruiser set up here as well to help with any possibility of an air snipe. I'm not seeing an air snipe attempt even on the way, though, so I don't think that's what Team 2 is really all about, as the megalith starts to crash on the front door of Cardmaster's base, formerly Dave's base. And Ooh, that missed shot killed a... Did that kill the mass extractor too, or did it just kill that mass storage? He missed a shot on the Percival after, on the final volley where he was killing the Percival, and it killed off something right here. We do have the Fat Boy now in range and pelting the Megalith, but he has to be careful. This Fat Boy needs to turn around and start backing up, because this Megalith keeps walking towards it, or I guess you could do this thing where you back up and keep facing the Megalith, but you do not want to be right here very close to it. All that Zeister has to do is get in range of that Fat Boy, and that could be very dangerous. He is going for the T3 HQ, but there's two of them. Interestingly enough, that misclick may be very fortunate for Cardmaster, although he may also have some form of experimental on the way. He does have a GC. He's gotten T3 Aeon Tech from his ally, and there's a Czar on the way. If they can just hold off and get up all of these experimentals, their life will be much easier for it. They do need to get up anti-nuke around here as well. Otherwise, our good friend Flappy Ragdoll is going to be in tremendous danger. They also need to find a way to address this issue right here. It does seem that that GC has been finished. I would send that immediately over to this little fire base. Do not allow your opponents to get a good foothold, a good stronghold here. You do need to be holding off everything with this. You have two experimentals you should be able to hold. There is a battleship on the way. This could cause quite a bit of issue as there's an assault on the north side. This pond, he's moving his ships right on up, but there's a bunch of T1 torpedo launchers here in the water, and that's going to be a lot of damage per second just flying out of these. But if he can manage to just start pushing back these defenses and hold off these defenses to a degree, he could get out some Summit battleships maybe, or some battle cruisers, or anything really to attempt to hold all of this off. The Fat Boy is returning fire into that cruiser, and he is going to start firing on that battleship here soon. If I had to imagine, there are Volthroos firing at the comm of Floppy Ragdoll, but they are taken out by Stinger gunships. That's always a weird combination of words. But we do have another Mercy Snipe on the way, and I don't know if there's... Oh, no, there's definitely enough anti-air. There was enough anti-air this time. We did not have a double Mercy Snipe in this game. As I was saying, it's a little bit weird that gunships can shoot other gunships, but can't, unless you're talking about T3, they can't shoot, like, other flying units. So you have a bunch of T2 gunships killing each other in the air, and it's just like... So you can point your guns up is what you're telling me. Is what I always think. And this Fat Boy is starting to pelt the position of Zepheth. He's going to need to start falling back here soon. Two Seraphim shields are not going to protect you very long. Oh, is this going to be... He needs to start getting off this beach right about yesterday. He's a little bit overdue for his appointment with the giant squids in the bottom of the sea, as we do have a Soul Ripper coming in and killing Floppy Ragdoll. There's two Soul Rippers. Zeister has just been in the back mass producing experimentals this entire game, and now he has created two Soul Rippers. Is this the end of the game? Maxima's going to go down as well. There's nothing to kill off these Soul Rippers unless you can maybe get the beam on the Tsar to fire, but I don't think he's going to manage it. All of the bases are going to be thrown over to Cardmaster, but can he even protect his own comm? They're trying to kill off the wreck falling on top of it, killed off the SMD. So the strategic missile defense is gone, and everything is just falling apart. Cardmaster is the only surviving member of Team 2. I don't know where his comm is, but I would have to imagine... Oh, it's right here. He is in range for this nuke to kill him. He is going to die from this nuke sub out from Chopper 39. And we went from a relatively even game with both of the navies doing relatively well for Team 2 to a snipe well, actually, I don't know if this is a snipe. An ejection in the middle, and then a snipe down here, and then everything just fell apart whenever Dave started throwing out these, or not Dave, Zeister started throwing out these experimentals. It just got crazy so quickly. It was kind of a slow burn, and I was like, okay, well, Team 2 is kind of gathering themselves up an advantage. They had a mass income advantage for a long while, and just out of nowhere, the comm drop down here by Zepheth, the mass experimental spam. Now, this was a super risky move because he didn't really build air units for a long time, but he did get up so many experimentals, and in the end, it was just enough for Team 1 to get their victory here today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you would like to see more of me, go ahead and check out the channel. There is a link going up relatively soon to my channel. You can subscribe, you can check out my other videos, like if you liked it. If you disliked it, throw your computer out of a window and then dislike the video. And if you want to join my community, go to Discord. The channel's going quite well, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you in the next video. Oh, goodbye!